Hey guys, I haven't been making a lot of videos lately, but that doesn't mean I haven't been looking at the comments on the videos and paying attention to the comments of the emails I've been getting. So one of the comments on one of the videos that I wanted to talk about was the video I did about why there aren't any keto bodybuilders these days, okay? And bodybuilders, I don't mean a guy like me who lifts weights. I mean a guy who is like, top 10 Mr. Olympia, really just a mass monster, okay? So what I'm basically going to talk about is his comment. He said, that's typical show me the bodies, okay? That's what juice heads, steroid guys do when they're like, oh, if steroids are so bad for you, why, where are all the bodies? Who's all dying of steroids? And he says he's been on steroids since he was like, 17, 18 years old. And he used to judge shows and, all this experience. He's never seen anybody die of steroids. Okay, now, first of all, this guy's a fucking moron. Okay, I don't know why the fuck he commented on this video. He's a jackass. The fact of the matter is I didn't talk about steroids in that video. What I said is, why are there no keto bodybuilders? If you're going to get huge and ripped, not like I said, well, Ziz is 180 pounds and he did keto. I don't know if Ziz did keto or not. The fact of the matter is he's not a bodybuilder, a professional, like 300 pound and 0% body fat on the Mr. Olympia stage bodybuilder. To get that big, one of the things you need to do is take insulin. Insulin lowers your blood sugar, okay? So if you take insulin and you don't eat carbs, you're gonna fucking die, okay? You'll be lucky if you pass out, go into a coma, and they somehow like revive you by giving you, glucose and stuff like that. You're probably gonna die. You wanna talk about, oh, well, show me the bodies. Everybody has a story about show me the body. Rich Piana, rest in peace, love the guy, was on Rick Drayson. He was talking about, there's a guy and, Rick Drayson actually knew the guy. He wasn't even a competitive bodybuilder. He was just a guy who liked to work out, wanted to get bigger. He was working as a bouncer. He shot up insulin, didn't know what the fuck he was doing, got tired, didn't realize he is dropping his blood sugar and not replacing it with carbohydrates. Said to somebody else, I'm going to go into one of those little storerooms where they keep cases of beer or whatever. I'm going to go backstage and just take a nap. They found him later. He was convulsing, frothing at the mouth. He went into, he basically was like a diabetic who didn't, take enough sugar and died of low blood pressure. Low blood sugar. What happened is they said he didn't die, but he's like in a wheelchair, can't wipe his own ass. The same thing Greg Valentino. Greg Valentino's, hanging out. He did a lot of massive drugs. I mean, he was a steroid dealer. He had some good shit. He took everything. He admits it. He says he never took insulin. He's hanging out at, a cafe, a diner, eating with a friend of his, and the guy's taking water and mixing in sugar, or it's iced tea mixing in sugar. And he's like, what the hell are you doing taking in so much sugar? He's like, I just shot up my insulin. I need to take sugar. A little bit later, he finds out that his buddy was home, okay, in his apartment, okay, and, alone. His girlfriend comes home and he's passed out on the floor. What the hell happened? He took his insulin, didn't take carbs properly, so she called the ambulance. They brought his ass to the hospital. They saved his life. Like a month or so later, he died. He took fucking insulin, didn't fucking properly take carbs, and he fucking died. And it was sad, too, because Valentino said he died with a glass of fucking iced tea in his hand. Like he was trying to carb up, and he just fucking couldn't do it quickly enough, and he fucking died. So what I'm basically trying to say is this guy's a fucking moron. I did not talk about steroids, okay, in this video. I talked about insulin-using bodybuilders can't go on a keto diet because if you take insulin and don't replace it with carbs, sugar really, okay, you're going to die. And that's where, oh, I eat Pop-Tarts and I'm a professional bodybuilder with 0% body fat. Oh, I have gummy bears. And that's because they do insulin and they need to replace the carbs, okay? So forget about that. That's, part of the thing. I never said steroids are going to kill you in that video. But I am going to say steroids are going to kill you in this video. Steroids don't kill you like, if you're allergic to bees, a bee stings you when you die of a heart attack, It's not like, in Pulp Fiction where the guy, the girl takes, heroin instead of cocaine and snorts it and she dies, okay? It's not like that. It doesn't kill you, okay? But think about this. BMI, fat-free muscle mass index, okay? Basically, all these little tables they have of saying how big a person should be, okay, how much muscle a person should build, is how much God, nature, science, DNA, whatever you believe in, intended you to be. That's as big as you were intended to be. So, let's say you take massive amounts of steroids. The biggest you could genetically get is 180 pounds, like lean, under 10% body fat, okay? Let's say that. Well, guess what? Okay, let's say you take a lot of steroids and you go up to 250 pounds. Now you're carrying 70 pounds of weight that you were never intended to carry. God, or, the little guy who wrote down your DNA, to create your body, whatever created you, had no intention for you to get this damn big. You unnaturally created this huge mass. So now guess what? You're overweight. You might have 0% negative whatever body fat. It doesn't matter. I'm not saying you're over fat, but you're overweight. Now, what happens to people who are overweight? Fat guy sitting on the sofa. Well, guess what? His heart can't keep up with the fact that he weighs 350 pounds. Okay? Now, whether the guy on the sofa whose heart can't keep up with 350 pounds, if he's 150 pounds of muscle and 200 pounds of fat, or if he's a bodybuilder who is 335 pounds of muscle and 15 pounds of fat, the fact of the matter is, no, you were never intended to weigh 350 pounds. You either ate your ass off and got fat as fuck, or shot all kinds of shit and got muscular as fuck, but you were not intended to. Your heart can't keep up with that. Your liver, all your internal organs, none of them were intended to produce that much. And once again, it's like Rich Piana. Like I said, rest in peace. I am a huge Rich Piana fan. It fucked me up for like 3-4 days straight when I found out he died. Okay, I'm not talking anything bad about him, but when he died, they found he had an enlarged heart. Like a lot of his organs were all jacked up because of just carrying so much weight. Like I said, Greg Valentino, who's also was way the hell too big, and he took way the hell too many steroids. But he said himself, he's like, he knows fat guys who can like play baseball. They can run from one base to the other. He knows bodybuilders who can't run from one base to the other, and they weigh the same amount. Okay, and another thing that a lot of people are talking about these days is that muscle is active. I mean, I used to be one of the guys thinking, who cares if you're over your BMI because you're not fat? No, the fact of the matter is carrying fat around sucks, but you don't have like blood flowing through fat. You're not, using fat. It's kind of just, it's like, wearing a backpack almost. It's just hanging on you, okay? But the thing with, being like 350 pounds of pure muscle is you're metabolizing. That muscle is doing stuff, okay? So what I'm basically trying to say is, like I said, I never said that steroids will kill you, okay? I was talking about insulin, and yes, there are bodies. Everybody can find bodies of people that died of insulin abuse, okay, first of all. And second, there are ways that, steroids are going to kill you. They're not going to kill you like, I have an allergic reaction to steroids and I die. I overdosed on steroids and I die. It's not going to be like that. But what it is going to be is, if you push your body to the limit that you're carrying on way too much weight, you're going to have the exact same problems that anybody else is going to have being overweight. Whether you're fat as fuck or muscular as fuck, if you're overweight, your body's not going to be able to handle it. And at some point, the organs are just going to give up on you.